Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. I hope you all can hear me. Uh, I just thought of doing some video, a consolidated one for Mars. So I thought I will just be doing this elaborate one with because Mars is one graha which is the dharma of action. So I just wanted to share with you what is in the scriptures mentioned and how is it so important for us to understand Mars. So I am going to be doing this video and an elaborate one. I hope you people will, this picture depicts a lot. I hope you understand this. And this is, being the ruler of the Ram, that is the Aries sign and the Scorpio sign. So this is a very deep image that I have just, I could create this thanks to the AI. These days, you get all these images and they really look amazing also. And to start with, you must know that Mars is the warrior and he's the commander, the fire, the dharma of action. Okay. So you can write the questions towards the end. I can take up if at all you want to know something about Mars, Mars's positions I will be sharing also. So let's see. Towards the end, you will get more clarity. So Mars in Vedic, Puranic, and scriptural wisdom. Mars, divine birth and archetype first. Now, Mars is called Mangal, Kuj, and also Angarak. He's the son of Bhumi. That is why, when we have any of the Mangal dosha, so we must do the rituals or we must do the remedies related to the earth. And he's the Lord Shiva's energy. Because, when there was a sweat drop, which dropped and Shiva's sweat, it touched the Mother Earth after his tapasya, she conceived. And that is why this union represents raw primal energy, that is Shiva's energy, anchoring into the material form, that is the earth. Okay. In Rig Veda, Mars is the embodiment of Agni Shakti, the fire principle, the urge to conquer, defend, protect, and act. Mangal एक वह ग्रह है जिसकी शक्ति अपार है. Okay, I just wanted to say this in Hindi also because my audience thinks that I can't do the readings in Hindi, but I really am trying very, not hard, but, because, I have been traveling all across the globe and have been staying most of the time also so abroad. So yes, but I am good at Hindi. I know it's my mother tongue. So Mars is not just war and violence. Okay. It is actually, he's the sacred impulse that transforms inertia into movement. Okay. The divine flame within every being that says rise, act, defend, create. So you can understand, वह ग्रह है जो करने में विश्वास करता है. You must have that energy to do things, to create things. अगर मार्स नहीं तो कुछ नहीं, अगर मंगल नहीं तो कुछ नहीं, in a way. क्योंकि वो रक्त है, वो blood है. It's the blood in our body. So if we don't have blood, we are just nothing. Okay. So everything is essential, but Mars is the blood. He's the Senapati. He's in the cabinet, in the celestial cabinet, he's the commander-in-chief. Sun is the king, moon is the queen, Mercury is the prince, Mars is the general. So why the commander? He executes the king's will, leading from the forefront, isn't it? If there is no warrior, there won't be any wars, there won't be any protection, right? That is why I want to do this video, because we are heading to Angarak Yoga also forming in the sky with Mars, and just 2 days later, Mars and Ketu will be together. So that is why I'm making this video, so that you understand Mars first. So Mars personifies courage, leadership, discipline, and the willingness to face challenge. Okay. If you feel that there is lack of competitiveness or there is lack of courage in you, that means you have to do some remedies related to Mars. I might tell you towards the end the remedies also. Mars represents applied will, not just the idea like Sun, not just the planning like Mercury, but actual boots on the ground action. that is Mars. Okay. He's the archetype of heroism, but also of righteous anger, constructive destruction, and sacrifice. Okay. Now, in the mythological and spiritual symbolism, when we talk about, it's the Kshatriya. Mars is the Kshatriya, the protector of Dharma, the warrior, the one who stands for justice, even if it means battle. If you check, Mars energy, there can be two Mars energy. One Mars energy is the warrior who's fighting at the war front. The other one is a terrorist who's fighting for just wrong means. That is also Mars. Okay. But Mars is actually the Kshatriya. If you don't have that courage, the terrorist also must be having a very strong Mars. Remember, आतंकवादी का भी बहुत strong मंगल होगा. Okay. So Mars rules the root chakra, the Mooladhara chakra, the seat of survival, physical vitality, primal instincts, and the sense of I exist and I will fight to exist. Okay. Now, what is the symbol in deity? It is what I have just shared the image. It's the red muscular with a man with a spear or trident riding a ram. Mars color is red. His element is fire. His gemstone is coral. And please don't wear coral until unless advised. Red coral is a very important gemstone also. Mars is our inner boundary, the power to say no, to defend what matters, to confront the unacceptable. He is the force behind healthy competition and also the urge to break free from stagnation. So this is a short tutorial that I'm doing today for you all, so that you don't get confused that, Mars is a bad graha. No, it isn't that bad. Okay. In Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra, the significations of Mangal, brothers, energy, blood, courage, conflict, wounds, weapon, land, engineering, ambition, sports. Its nature is malefic, fiery, tamasic, masculine, sharp, impatient, exalts in Capricorn, which is the sign of action with discipline. Otherwise, he'll go haywire, no? But debilitates in the Cancer sign, which is action muddied by emotion. So if the warrior becomes emotional, how will he fight? That is why he debilitates in Moon sign. Moon is the mother, the queen, and it said that the queen and the warrior had some relation. That is why, they are friends also. Chandramangal Yoga is also a good yoga for wealth. And what are the special yogas? Pancha Mahapurusha Yoga, Ruchak Yoga. Mars exalts in Kendra, exalted in the Kendra in its own sign, Aries, Scorpio, or in Capricorn. So this is going to be giving you physical prowess, military command. I've seen people having Ruchaka Yoga generally have this strong Mars, are generals, military generals, or they are fearless leaders or pioneers, actually, In Jatak Parijata, it's mentioned that Mars is the Karaka of Agni Tattva, the fire element. Now, fire element is anger, initiation, youthful rebellion also. When strong, it brings fame, bravery, ability to lead. So can you imagine if there's no Mars, what will happen? But it definitely, if is afflicted, will cause anger, violence, accidents, criminality, disputes, warlike situation happens until unless this is surgeries. So if there is no yoga, this will not happen. Mars affliction is required for surgeries also, be it any, cosmetic surgery also. We have to have Mars, or Mars is going to be active. In Jaimini now, as per Jaimini, as the title I have mentioned that I'm going to be covering from all sides. So in Jaimini, it is the Bhratrakaraka significator for siblings. Mars in connection to Atmakaraka or Amatyakaraka produces pioneering spirit in the soul's path. So can you imagine how powerful the yoga can be as per Jaimini? Mars aspects and placements show capacity for initiative, leadership roles, crisis management. So the moment you see someone getting very angry or is very bold and very, get attracted to that person because of his dynamism. So the Mars is very strong, remember. Now Mars as the ignition switch in Bhrigu Nadi, the planet whose sequence, dispositor, and aspects start new stories in a native's life. 29 years of age, if there is a dosha of Mangal, it's said that it is eradicated after 29 years of age. New beginnings, new stories start. If it's well placed, linked with Lagna, it produces warriors, engineers, athletes, protectors, cricket players. Okay. Virat played, so he was crying also. So there is a mix of that, the two. Okay. Virat Kohli, you know what happened, the stampede and all. So that it has to be linked with Mars. Mars was in transition. It's still, it was in Gandanta when this happened, when the stampede on the RCB happened in Bangalore in the South India. Okay. So when it was in transition from the water sign to the fiery sign, it happened. So, okay, the fixed sign. As per Lal Kitaab, Mars is the Pakka Ghar ka Malik, the builder of the home, the first house. It's a Pakka Ghar for this, Mars. So the builder of the home, also the destroyer if not respected. That is why if any graha is in the first house, remember that is your strong planet, because that is the initiator in that particular zone. Suppose it's Venus, so you will be definitely getting involved in something Venetian. You'll be very good looking, or you'll be very charming, or you'll be very much into the good looks, or you're inclined to the good looks, you self upkeep and all. If it's afflicted Mars, then impulsive behavior, accidents, blood related disorders, aggression, property disputes we see from Mars. So the best thing that you can do is feed jaggery and gram to others, or start consuming jaggery. Jaggery is good, so you should have that. Red cloth, donate it. Respect your siblings, your husband, Karaka for husband. If you're a female and married, so husband is also Mars, or the male people in your life is Mars. So Mars is good friends with Sun, Moon, Jupiter, not that great with Venus and Saturn, but not good at all with Mercury and Rahu. And it's said that Ketu is like Mars, double the impact, and co-ruler of Scorpio sign is Ketu. So Mercury prefers analysis and speech, and Mars prefers action. So how will they be friends, no? That's why he's the bitter enemy. Saturn delays, limits. Mars doesn't like delays. Mars says, no, I want the results now. I've done now, I need the result now. So you will see those people are very restless kinds, and they don't have that reasoning or analysis. So Saturn is a slow planet. So Mars finds Mercury's cleverness, evasiveness, and not good, and Saturn's slowness, stifling. So that is why he doesn't like these two. Mars wants action, not words, victory, not process. Okay. Now, if Mars is in the different signs, so just a brief thing, I'm not doing elaborately, just one-liners, that what if it is an Aries sign, okay? Pure fire, initiative, impulsiveness, leadership qualities. Taurus, stamina, possessiveness, builds wealth. He knows how to build wealth, okay? And when it comes to Gemini, not good, because he will be having verbal aggression, debates, restless mind, not that good at speech also. Taurus also the same thing. You become very aggressive in your speech. Cancer, defensive, emotionally reactive, protective. The warrior becomes very emotional here. Now, if it's a Leo Mars, then you are heroic, charismatic, confident, creative action. Right now, when Mars is conjunct Ketu, So this is what I've done the video. Please do watch that video, live video I've done on this conjunction. So it is definitely going to be very creative in action. You will get more ideas now how to solve the situation you're actually entrapped in. Virgo, Mars, analytical energy, meticulous in execution, but he will be, again, very aggressive in wherever he sits. He wants quick results. You might have to deal with many blood-related ailments when it's a Virgo Mars. Libra Mars, diplomatic warrior, fighting for justice. Very balanced approach, yet he knows how to suppress anger. Libras know this if they have a Mars in there. Scorpio, deep power. It's its own zone now. Deep power, secrecy, transformative will. He knows how to maneuver and change himself, He doesn't show his own self. He'll do it, He's a silent warrior. Okay, behind the scenes warrior. I hope I'm audible. Sometimes I forget to switch on my mic. Otherwise, you would have interrupted if you would have not been able to hear me. Thank you so much. Sagittarius, Mars. Philosophical. Moral action. He is actually the initiator who wants to create something different out of the box, out of the league for the general public, for the masses. And he looks at the picture in a very different form, a big picture. Capricorn, obviously, he's exalted here. So they are very strategic. They have patient power. They are very disciplined people. Yet they are very aggressive also. Okay. Aquarius Mars, revolutionary. He's going to initiate something which nobody has done. He's he fights for causes, for others, for friends, for the circle he moves around in. Then what if it's a Pisces Mars? He's a spiritual warrior. Sacrifice, hidden battles, behind the scenes. Now, what if Mars in different houses? Okay. Now, Mars in the first house will give you courage, drive, sports activities, temper. You definitely are temperamental. There will be temper, but you're prone to more accidents. So you have to be careful about yourself. Depends, Now, these are all generic, what I'm sharing. It could be that there is a Jupiter looking here, so it'll protect you, isn't it? So depends. If it's in the second house, bold speech, upfront, strong family line, means you're very blunt in your speech. Third house, bravery, siblings. You will have siblings. Media, hands-on work. Okay. Then fourth house, land, mother, emotional volatility. You will be connected. Fourth house is the house where, Mars is not that comfortable. So you're very attached to your family, yet your family only becomes your enemy at one point in time. Or you have some disputes, landed disputes also are seen when Mars is in the fourth house. Fifth house is risky speculation. You're very good at taking risks. And definitely it gives some struggle in conception, or there can be some issues that you can experience when it comes to your children. Okay. Or dynamic creativity. It makes you very creative. You can be into mimicry also. Sixth house, there can be too many enemies, or you can have litigation. Either or, litigation, health issues, enemies, but you're very competitive. You're very strong at conquering your enemies. Seventh house, passionate partner. There can be some conflicts that you have to go through in your marital conflicts happen. Then eighth house, hidden strength. You don't show it. You will just be a hidden warrior. And there can be some accidents. You're prone to, some surgeries or something, blood-related issues, feet-related issues. Also, occult sciences. You can be involved in something to do with healing others. Okay. Then ninth house, You are more into risk-taking, you adventure pilgrim, you're a traveler, you want to learn more about your religion, and not good for your father or your relation with your father. 10th house, pioneer in career. It is Kul Deepak. Actually, it's said that it is the Kul Ka Deepak. That means he is going to be very independent and good in his profession, career. He's ambitious, he's a leader, she or he, whosoever is listening. And 11th house, Mars, you will have some powerful friends, group activism. You're going to be involved in some group activities, and you will definitely be a good, maybe, engineer or something like that. 12th house, there's no voice. Great. If you're not able to hear me, sorry, the video is gone now. Hidden enemies. 12th house, hidden enemies and spiritual wars. There can be some isolation. You have to struggle a lot while sleeping. It gives bed pleasures also in the 12th house. Very strong. See, some people, they are here sent by other channels to distract. They will say, no voice. They will come and say, you're all wrong. They will say all crap. So it's okay. They're spoiling their Mangal. They're spoiling their Saturn also. Should never criticize. Mars, Ruchaka yoga is a very positive, is a very strong yoga. Sometimes surgeon, innovators, and military leaders, athletes. I've seen people having Ruchaka yoga, Mars in the Kendra. And Kujadosha, 1, 4, 7, 8, 12 houses, definitely. If you have a Mars, you can be very aggressive. You should actually have a harmonious relationship with the one who has similar kind of a combination. Why? Because Mars is going to be making you very agile, very sexually agile. So you must marry a person who has a similar kind of a combination. Otherwise, it's wrong to say that there is a problem in marriage whosoever has a Manglik dosha. No, it's not like that. Most of the population, if it is 1, 4, 7, 10, 7, 8, 12 houses, if Mars is, so half of the horoscope is gone. So you cannot just say that, this is the only, this is wrong, to say that Manglik dosha will create issues in the marriage and there will be discord in marriage or disharmony in relationship. I've seen people having a beautiful matchmaking done and beautiful horoscopes and they just split. So don't blame it on to Manglik dosha or Kuja dosha. Okay. See, one must understand what are the Dhana yogas. Suppose there is a trinal connection of Mars with a trine lord. So Mars with Venus, Jupiter will create a beautiful yoga also. And Venus is the ruler in the natural zodiac of 2nd and the 7th house. So it is different for each sign, which I am not covering in this video, but definitely it will be if Mars is ruling the 1st and the 8th houses. If you see in the natural zodiac, 7th house, 1st house connectivity, Jupiter is the 9th lord and 1st house connectivity. Definitely it is a trine and Kendra connection. So it is going to give you creative powers, business acumen. Mars with Saturn, suppose it is the 10th lord Saturn forming a connection with Mars in the natural zodiac also, if you see. So energy and discipline or frustration if afflicted. Okay, so we have to see all of that. Now, if it is afflicted, so anger, violence, bloodshed, impatience, recklessness, frauds, there will be surgery, criminal behavior, and it is good if you just channelize these energies, this fire energy into sadhana, service. It's good if you can just do martial arts or some sports activity. So this will protect you. So you will be using this constructively now, this Mars energy. Okay, so offer some kind of if not offer to the divine or higher purpose, this Mars energy, it consumes you. Actually, the fire that cooks can also burn, no? So you need to be very cautious using this energy. So where you want to vent it, if it is in the 1st house, 4th house, 10th house, it said that you have to do some kind of workouts, you have to do some kind of vent of energies also. Okay. And in D9 chart also, if we see, it is a very important graha again, because for marriage, we do see for luck factor also, because it's the 8th house lord, longevity. So we have to see what is the connection of Mars in the D9 chart. So it will indicate power in marriage, sexual energy, potential for transforming in partnerships. So it is really very important to see in D9, D10 chart also. So Mars is for property. So D4 chart also you should see. If Mars is not well positioned, or from Mars's position in D1 chart, if it's 6, 8, 12 houses away from Mars, away from the natal Mars, D1 Mars, then it is going to be loss of property. You won't be able to retain the property. That is how you should see, no? So Mars's placement signals career in defense, engineering, real estate, surgery, surgeon. I've seen a doctor. You need to have this kind of a Mars in your chart in D1, D9, D10. You must check. It's a dasha for 7 years after all. So this is going to be the time of conflict, competition. It gives you new beginnings because it rules the first house in the natural zodiac. So new beginnings, potential for, some breakthroughs also. You're prone to accidents more. So work out. If you are running, nothing like it. It's the best. So Mars shows early assertiveness, basically rivalry with siblings, learning to set boundaries. And when you are moving ahead in adulthood, it is about your career, your competition, your leadership, your marriage, your courage in crisis. That is all we see when you're adult. When you're old, then you start learning, you're turning from aggression to advocacy, from fight to wisdom. This is what Mars indicates. So we cannot just say that Mars will behave the same way in all age groups. No, it has to be in the childhood days. It will be early assertiveness. I've seen children really doing very, very well when Mars, is well positioned in the chart, and in adulthood, they are not. I've seen that also happening. So in elderly people, I've seen surgeries happening if it is very happy Mars, remember. So it will be giving different results in the different age groups. So martial arts, disciplined exercise, sports activity, focusing on the root chakra definitely is going to be very important. Working with fire, Agnihotra. Okay. Red coral, if required, if you want to wear some red color stones, or red thread also will be fine if you can't wear red coral, if you are lacking that fire. So action for causes, helping protect the vulnerable. Also worship Hanuman or Subramaniam or Kartikeya, as we say. Om Angarakaya Namaha, or Mars Gayatri. This is the remedy I'm giving you. Offer red flowers, red lentils, jaggery on Tuesdays. Consume jaggery also if possible. Then donate blood, defend the oppressed. Okay. Wars, military, police, athletes, engineer, activists, they all actually, either or, they all are Martian traits. Okay. So times of unrest, Mars in collective, as we say, when we have wars, when we have volcanic eruptions, when we have earthquakes, we do see Mars. Mars doesn't do that great in the earth signs, because in the earth signs, it becomes very active, highly active. That is why you will see in Taurus sign, in Capricorn sign, in Virgo sign, when Mars is, there are more of volcanic eruptions or more of earthquakes. Okay. So that is what is this Mars here. So the lesson Mars teaches us, every planet is here to teach us something. Remember, it teaches the dharma of action, when to fight, when to protect, when to walk away. So he's the spirit of the sacred warrior, willing to sacrifice ego for duty, to build as well as destroy. Without Mars, there is no growth. Remember, no courage, no will to change, nothing, or to serve others also, we need that. Okay. If you have $10 or 10 rupees in your pocket and you donate 9, suppose, or you donate 1 rupee or 2 rupees also, it requires that courage, or dollars. Okay. $1 or $2. Okay. So with the conscious Mars, one becomes the hero of their life, fighting for right causes, defending what matters, forging ahead with the strength and wisdom. Or else It's not. Okay. So sit back straight. I'm telling you how to focus on the root chakra. Sit back straight, focus on your root chakra. Visualize a vibrant red light at the base of the spine. With every inhale, draw in courage. And with every exhale, release anger and frustration. You can also chant Om Angarakaya Namaha. Om Angarakaya Namaha. Om Angarakaya Namaha. Okay. So, where do I need to stand for myself? Where can I use my fire to create, not destroy? So, Mars is not just the warrior, but the guardian of Dharma, the builder and the breaker, the one who reminds us that every battle, inner or outer, is a chance to transform weakness into strength and fear into purposeful action. To awaken Mars is to awaken the hero within. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all could gather some knowledge on this. And I hope if you have any questions on this, please do mention in the comment section, and I will definitely try to respond back. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.